Barcelona. We're at Primavera Sound with Danny of Kite Tangle. It's Saturday, June 3rd, and welcome to Barcelona, first of all. And to start off, could you just describe your music to us in your words?
I like to think of it as alternative electronic music. It's sort of in the mainstream arena. It's song-based, song structures, vocal-driven, but it's generally emotive in some kind of way. I don't know. Yeah, I kind of see it in the alternative sort of electronic pop realm. I actually haven't been playing anything from it on any of the recent shows. I did a big show with an orchestra back in Australia, and that was kind of like I released the album, did the show, and then that's kind of it. Put it to bed. It was sort of a passion project for me. Like I had all this music that I wanted to write. It was a bit stylistically different, but I managed to get it out and then do this big show with an orchestra, and it's kind of everything I wanted it to be. But I still like doing like a more high energy set for festivals and things like that. It's something I've been thinking of doing for since I was into music, because I just loved the idea of curating a community and having power to release your own records, and also sort of curate other artists and help them where they need help, or just bolster them in things that they're really good at. So I always liked that idea, but then I did it as like a joint venture with my management, and that really made it come from an idea to fruition, and so it all kind of just came into place, and really stoked with it. It's really exciting when you see a label and you can trust everything that they put out. So if you see it's on this certain label, you'll be like, oh, this is going to be great. So I think that's what I'm trying to do is gain trust from an audience and just be really cool. That's the you just, as long as it's really, really fucking cool, then nothing else matters. Well, Golden Vessel is a producer and Lastlings has a producer in it. I think that's pretty common these days. Like there's a lot of production heavy stuff, and I like to sign stuff that's similar to what I do as well, because it's what I know. So I feel like I have a more grounded opinion about it. First time I met them was they came out to Australia for this touring festival called Listen Out, and I was really, really drunk, and I went to the after party, and I met them, and I remember talking to them for ages, and I woke up the next day and I was like, I think I made a turd or dick of myself. But then we got the offer to support them. I'm like, oh, maybe I didn't. Maybe it's fine. But yeah, it was a really fun tour. We did some really big shows back home and in New Zealand. And yeah, they're just really nice, down-to-earth dudes. So it was a really, really nice time. And I'm also a huge fan. Love their show. Yeah, totally. I'm a massive Jamie XX fan. I think that would be like my biggest fangirly thing. There was someone the other day I was thinking of. I love The National, Yonzi from Sigur. I think it would actually be when I was just backpacking. It wasn't for music. It wasn't a tour or anything. I was just sort of traveling, and I did this like the whole Europe thing. Traveled in Germany and France and Poland and a few other places. But I took heaps of samples back then, and it snuck its way into my music in various parts, just underneath, just various sound samples and found samples. Yeah, I guess the way it's a keepsake is that it's in my music, so when I listen to it, I know what, I'm like, oh, that's that sound from then. So I guess for me, that's like having a framed photo. But the rest, I mean, I just have them in a folder, and you never know when you're going to use them or come back to them, so it's always something that you have. Because electronic music producers especially, use so many samples and from so many sample packs and all sorts of stuff. It's really nice to have something that's like purely yours. And yeah, well, that venue was like a sweat dungeon. It was so epic, but it was fun. Like I imagine it's seen some shit, you know. It was super fun though, and I hadn't been in Berlin for very long, and we got to stay there for like 3 days. I mean, we always try to bring the same energy to every show, because, and I think, like I've now got quite a few shows under my belt, and it does start to feel similar even in intimate venues when there's not many people there, or if there's like massive shows like this. I don't know. I think you can kind of find, if you just find joy in performing and you get in your zone on stage, then it kind of feels pretty similar actually. I definitely, like, I have to give that to my home country. I think Australia has really like built my career as an artist, and it's made me be able to be a full-time musician for years, which is, you know, something that's totally changed my life. But I mean, I love playing in LA as well. It's always a good audience there. This is actually the first time I've toured in Europe, so it's sort of like dipping the toes in the water for a lot of these territories. But it's been amazing. Like Amsterdam was incredible, Berlin was really good. Yeah, I mean, first time in Barcelona ever, and getting to play Primavera is pretty cool. Really nice, and it's really good to take home and put on the mantelpiece. But I mean, yeah, I mean that's not what you do it for, and I think I guess I see it as motivation to keep doing really cool stuff, and hope that I'm putting out good material into the world that connects with people and that people like. Yeah, I think that's the most important thing for me. I mean, I love Confidence Man. They're like relatively new, but just the whole vibe. It's I think the music is kind of like, I don't know, Beck meets Chemical Brothers or something, like, and just the way they form, like the outfits and the confidence, and like it's amazing. Like, it's so fun. I think it's just one of those vibes that you can immediately buy into. So they're super fun. And actually a lot of them are friends of mine from home, from back in Brisbane. So I've got a soft spot for them. It's been pretty insular so far. Like, I've started even pretty close to home within Australia, and then I'm slowly expanding out, and eventually with a view to be a worldwide label. But right now I'm going with what I know best. And oh, no way. Cool. Oh, awesome. Yeah. I've only ever been to Austin, so I want to like explore more, because I heard so many things. Like, there's so many good, and it's massive, right? Like, heaps of massive cities and heaps of culture as well. So, I mean, there's so many cool. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool shit happening there. I would love to explore it. I'm not just saying that either.